Thank you so much for tuning into my channel. My name is Dr. Connie Chung. I have an extensive educational background. I have a bachelor's degree in psychology, master's in nutrition, a doctorate in physical therapy, been a clinician for over 25 years, as well as board certified in Institute of Functional Medicine in functional medicine. And I'm a ERYT certified at the 500 hour with Yoga Alliance. All that being said, I utilize yoga as a specific tool to help you to regulate your nervous system, to really empower you, to really reach in to your own essence and your healing power from within, to heal from any kind of symptoms, whether it be physical, mental, and emotional, as well as chronic illnesses. I believe all the answers are within you, that we have a biochemical capacity and the ability to heal our own bodies if we can align from within, inside out. That's what we do here. Welcome, and I can't wait to get to know you better. Welcome, you guys. So there's a lot of you guys who have low back pain. And so this is really for those of you who struggle with like chronic low back pain. So we're gonna come to a seated position, keep your knees bent, and then lift up and out. And exhale, tuck and scoop and round. Inhale up. Exhale, scoop and round. Inhale up. Exhale, scoop and round. Inhale up. And exhale, scoop and round. Sit up nice and tall. Good. Place your hands behind you. Puff out your chest. Feet wide, like hip width apart. Right, the knees to the right. I've been a physical therapist for over 25 years. And sometimes this debilitating low back pain can really get you out of nowhere. And you'll be in bed for a while, like bedridden. It's not a very fun thing to experience, but they said statistics are that 80% of you will, at some point in your life, experience debilitating low back pain. So it's a good idea to understand why that happens. It's a lumbar fascia. It's a lumbar spine. It's the hips and the pelvic, lumbopelvic hip complex as well. It all works together. And a lot of you guys are seated most of the day. Or when you do yoga or, exercises, a lot of us are not very balanced, meaning that we always have that dominant side, left or right. And so we're skewed one way or the other, and it can offset a lot in the pelvic alignment. And pelvis affects the hips as well as the lumbar spine. And then it just works up its way up to kinetic chain and down the kinetic chain all the way to the knees and the ankles. So keep that in mind. Put right ankle on top of the left knee. Tuck your chin. Gently guide the knee out and back in. Guide it out and back in. Just guide it, because sometimes rather than doing an aggressive stretch, where a lot of you will contort yourselves to feel the stretch, so to speak, but oftentimes that causes further imbalances. So you want to kind of do anything to activate it, connect with the breath, and be aware of the skewing or the tilts or the improper balance and alignment that occurs very easily in our body. And pull it back. And if you're good here, if you're like, okay, I think I can handle a little more, you start to gently walk your left knee up, and then slowly guide the left knee up very slowly. Keep the left shin up, toes up, and then with my right elbow, I'm going to push the right knee away and tuck your chin and breathe. Deep in breath. And exhale. Deep in breath. And exhale. Deep in breath. And exhale. Good deal. And then gently you're going to lower that. Left foot down. And then you're going to go ahead and straighten the right leg. Let's go ahead and allow the left knee to fall to the left. Right knee up, toes point and flex. Toes point and flex. Toes point and pull up, breathe. And if you don't want to pull up, this is fine too. Pull the knee or the leg towards you, but try to keep your knee straight. Gonna feel a lot of tugging on the back side. People think, oh, I have tight hamstrings, but it's usually the lumbar fascia. Your pelvic tilt is so backward oriented from sitting all day that we mistakenly think it's the hamstrings when it's not. Okay. Draw the left knee up, grab the big right toe, guide this leg all the way out right. Keep steady with the left knee. Good job. And you're extending the right heel away. Ground yourselves with the left foot so you feel a good stretch into the inner thigh. It just kind of breaks up this whole pelvic hip mobility to enhance the ease into our low back. You're going to pull it back in, bend that knee. You're going to then straighten the left knee. And then guide the right knee over to the left, but go slow. Don't collapse into it, go slow. Feel your way there. You're gonna tip over to your left hip, reach the right arm out to the right, gaze over towards the right shoulder. You have to be very careful if you know you have herniation or some stenotic issues back there, or even spondylolisthesis, which is the instability of one spine over the other. Like one is kind of translated forward, like the whole segment of one bone, one spine is kind of anterior or shifted forward. That's what spondylolisthesis is. Fancy names for very simple things that happen in our body. That's anatomy for you. Draw the right foot down. You're going to guide the left ankle on top of the right knee, and then you're going to push it out like we did on the opposite side. And then pull it back in and guide it out. Part of yogic practice, in my opinion, is to understand how your body moves. And then there's understanding this, like there's a central element that goes distal to you. And then the concept of lever arm and eccentric and concentric contractions that occur. And then stabilizing muscles versus moving or activating muscles. So these are all components because they're all like moving parts. And if you're good here, you can stay here, or you can gently lift the right knee up, draw the right knee up or right shin up so it's parallel to the floor. And then once you're here, you're gonna wanna stay and you're gonna feel a good stretch in the left hip. You're gonna pull the toes up towards the shin. That's going to accentuate that stretch. You're going to tuck your chin and elongate and breathe into that lumbar fascia, easing into the left hip. And breathe. And breathe. And breathe. And then gently lower the right foot. Lift the left heel up. Guide the right knee out. Toes point and flex, toes point and flex. And when you flex, you're gonna feel this deep stretch along the back side of the left thigh. Toes point and flex, toes point and flex, and breathe. Grab the big toe, and you're gonna guide this heel out to the left, and breathe. Deep in breath. And deep out breath. Deep in breath. And deep out breath. Deep in breath. And deep out breath. Then guide it up. Good job. You're going to go ahead and straighten the right knee. Bend this left knee. Stretch the left arm to the left and guide the left knee over to the right. Gaze over the left shoulder. You have to be very gentle because it's a deep stretch, and I want you to guide it there. Deep in breath and deep out breath. Deep in breath, Deep out breath. Good deal. Bring it back center. Hug both knees in. Rock it side to side. Lower the feet. And then gently guide the knees open as the sole of your feet come together. And stay and breathe. Arms are by your side. Close your eyes. Allow the gravity to open up the knees. Continue to connect with your breath. See if you can soften around this pull that you feel on the inner thighs and on the front side of your hips. And gently straighten the right leg, then left. Keep your toes open, palm side up, relax your shoulders, tuck your chin, and breathe. And breathe. Deep in breath. And deep out breath. Good deal. You can stay here, pause this video. Stay in this low back position for as long as you'd like. I promise if you keep doing this enough, your low back will thank you and it will get better in no time. Thank you for watching. Your time is valuable to me and I appreciate you being here. If you found my videos helpful, I put out weekly videos for you so that you can benefit from it. So I would love it if you subscribed as well as comment, review me, follow me on social at Instagram, YouTube, as well as TikTok at Dr. Connie Chung. I'd love to hear from you. DM me, comment below, and let's connect. I'll see you guys all later.